Today we have some Black Ops 3 Zombies gameplay because it's the closest thing I had to horror themed, and it's Halloween. It's late Halloween night, and everyone else is posting Halloween-based stuff, so I figured I might as well too. I am joined by the Torivor. Say hello.
Yo, what up, guys? It's the Torivor. I'm gonna be joining Spellshot 62 here with his Halloween Day extravaganza. Take it away, Tanner.
Well, basically what I was just gonna do is we were just gonna have a short conversation about our overall opinions on Halloween as a whole. So, what do you think about Halloween, like as a holiday and all that stuff?
I've always liked Halloween. Growing up, I couldn't wait for it. It was one of my favorite holidays. I know a lot of people say the same thing, and a lot of people say, yeah, I wasn't a fan of it, but I just don't get how you can't like Halloween. It's the one day of the year where you get to be a weirdo, and nobody judges you for it. Which, I mean, I'm sure I can speak for most out there. We're weirdos. Let me tell you. And this is the year where everybody acts like a weirdo. So, I
I
like
guess.
dressing up as like an edgy nerd, which I usually am.
Yeah, we're
So it's
usually
it's
edgy
pretty
nerds in
good.
the first place, and it's just
Yeah.
more convenient, I guess you could say, to do it during Halloween because
It's
people
it's
don't judge you as much.
it's always a good time. I don't think I've ever had a bad time during Halloween.
Yeah, it's a
Do you
fun
have
time.
any funny Halloween stories?
My opinions on Halloween are just about the same as yours. I like it, and
Nice.
with those people who say like you're too old to do Halloween stuff, no, you're not. I don't care how
You
old
are
you are.
never too old.
I don't care if you're 18. I don't care if you're 80. You can go trick or treating if you so desire.
Exactly. And you
And
see all those people go up and do costume parties, all those adults. I mean, my parents had a costume party today for work.
really, I did not know that. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I'd like to work there.
it is.
Then there's
It was cool. She got second place. First place got off a free day of work.
nice, nice.
I know.
Oh yeah. My least favorite part about Halloween is just the time of year it takes place. Like the days around Halloween, it was 40 degrees where we are, and that
It's
really
it
sucked.
was fine.
It
A
sucked.
small price to pay for free candy.
See, today it was fine. Today it was
As
probably 50s, 60s by my estimate, by my very rough estimate.
yeah, other days,
But
other
prior to
days
that,
it
it was
was
like
it was
40.
not good.
It was no, it really wasn't. All right. Well, what was your favorite outfit you've worn and or designed? Because I know you're a fan of making your own
Oh gosh,
costume.
let me tell you, I had some pretty lit costumes in my day. Um, as a young lad, maybe 11 or 12, I went as Dark Link. It was super good, all handmade. I went to Goodwill, made a sheath out of some old belts, got a little fairy hat thing, and spray painted my hair silver. It was really good. Another year, I went as a Bionicle. Uh, I used to love Bionicles growing up. Another year, I went as the puppet from FNAF. I know, cringe. Don't hate
Yeah,
me.
very much cringe. Everything we do is cringe. We just
But
talked
in
about how this is a good day to be cringe-worthy without people judging you.
Yeah, in my defense, it was pretty good. It was a pretty good costume.
It was all right.
Um,
It was decent. It was better than anything I could have done. I'm not good with art
I
type
think
stuff.
last year I went as an assassin. Um,
Assassins are pretty neat.
Another year, early, I went as Power Ranger, the blue Power Ranger, the shark one. He was my
Oh,
favorite.
I was never a big fan of Power
Hmm.
Rangers growing up.
That's all that comes to mind, really, that I came as. I really liked the Dark Link one, because I was really into Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time at the time. Um, Yeah, I think I'll have to go with that.
Um, I-
And of course, this year I went as a version of Scarecrow.
yeah, it's hard to think of a favorite one. I haven't had too many, and they were all like store bought. So I
Yeah.
think the two that popped to mind first are the Harry Potter outfit that I wore for like 5 years in a row for Halloween. Because I
Yeah.
didn't want to get anything else, and we bought it for a bunch of money at Disney World. And one that I had when I was really little, I went as Legolas from the Lord of the Rings. This was me when I was like 4. My brother and I both went as Legolas, and it
Mm-hmm.
was pretty dope. What your favorite or what is your favorite Halloween memory rather?
My favorite Halloween memory.
Or
Hmm.
just like in
I
particular like
remember.
Halloween party? It doesn't really matter.
I remember. I forget what year it was. I think third grade or something. There was this super awesome costume party I went to, and everybody looked legit. I went with my parents and sister, and everybody was like, everything was super good. I think that's the year I went as Bionicle,
Nice, nice.
and I was just amazed at like the quality of these the costumes.
Yeah, yeah,
They were
costume
all
parties are
adults
cool.
and a few kids.
But yeah.
And yeah,
Um,
that's all I got to say about that.
Probably my favorite year for Halloween was last year because it was the first year I got invited to a party, a Halloween party, along with getting to go trick-or-treating. Of course, I went with some of my marching
Mhm.
band kids, and none of them told me it was a costume party. And because they didn't say, like, oh, it's a Halloween party, they were just like, oh, it's a party. And so I just sort of went to hang out, and then everyone was in costume, and I felt really out of place. But my favorite, just in particular memory for Halloween is when we abandoned Bill while we were trick or
Oh
treating.
yeah.
We that was pretty dope. That was a few years ago.
I don't think I was there.
I don't remember. I remember Johnny was definitely there. I don't. My brother Brett was there. And
I
yeah.
was. I wonder. That
Sorry,
was
go
weird.
on.
That's weird. I wonder if I was doing anything that year.
Maybe. Maybe you're there. I don't remember. It was a few years ago. I was still going as Harry Potter, I'm pretty sure.
Gotcha.
Uh, what's your favorite horror movie, and what new horror movie are you looking forward to seeing?
Oh yeah, there are some good ones out.
Double
Um,
question.
favorite horror movie. I really enjoyed some of the Friday the 13th movies. Uh, I've watched all of them up to 10, and every one since like the first few, and I think like 5 are god off. Like Jason X, they're on this like spaceship, and there's just Jason going around. It takes place in like 2084 or something like that, and it's so bad, but it's great.
I think I've
Um,
heard about that. Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm Street, I enjoyed, and of course, Freddy versus Jason. That's
Oh
always a
yeah,
classic.
I've heard that was good. Yeah.
I just saw this, the new It movie. It was alright.
Yeah. All right. It was. A lot of people were like, it's overwhelmingly amazing, and I haven't
It was
I haven't
alright.
seen it yet.
And, of course, I like some non-really horror movies, but Halloween movies. Hocus Pocus, one of my all-time favorite Halloween movies. So great. I'm actually probably gonna watch it tonight, as a matter of fact, because I haven't watched it yet this year. And some are near and dear to my heart. Um, Corpse Bride by Tim Burton.
Corpse
Great movie.
Bride.
You ever seen it?
I've seen part of it at that Halloween party I was talking about.
Oh yeah, good movie. I
I
recommend
caught like
if
the
you haven't
last
seen it.
little bit of it, so I was really confused. But
Oh, basically it's about this girl. She like is meant to be like this person's bride, but then he kills her, and then she's a corpse and also a bride.
Indeed.
Yep,
I would
it's pretty
never have
lit.
guessed. Alright, well, I have seen very few horror movies in my day. I was never a particular fan of those kind of movies.
Yeah.
I'm partial to Jason Voorhees, but I've never like seen any movies with him. I just really like him. I think he's a cool character.
Mm-hmm.
Probably my favorite horror movie that I've seen would be The Conjuring. That was a really good movie.
Conjuring's
Especially
alright.
in terms of horror, I liked it. But again, I don't have too much to scale it against. And in terms of the horror movie I'm looking forward to seeing the most, that would actually be Happy Death Day, the parody scary movie.
Oh yeah.
It
Is
actually
it really
it's supposed to be a parody, but it looks really good.
I never.
And I've had people tell me that it's really good. So I want to see it.
Another movie that's coming up. It's not really a movie. Murder on the Orient Express. That one looks good.
I have
Seen any
not
trailers for
seen
that?
I have not even heard of that one.
Oh, it's one of those classic Who Did It movies. Like they're all on this train and there are like 10 people
There's
and
a
there's
death.
somebody murdered.
Big surprise, right?
Yeah. And it's a remake, I'm pretty sure, of an old, and it looks really good because I really dig those like Who Did It movies. Like it was the Butler.
Yeah. It was the butler in train car number 5 with the candlestick.
Yes.
Clue. Clue was a pretty good game growing up. I played that a few times.
Yeah. I never played that a lot. I'm more of a game of life kind of guy.
Yeah, I'm more of a like
We are
Stratego
slowly
guy
deviating
myself.
from our
Yeah, from our Halloween concept. Just
Halloween
this
theme.
one question just got us so off track.
Speaking
Anyway,
of the game of life, I would the Life breakfast cereal is also really good.
as I've heard the legends.
Speaking of breakfast cereal,
All right, anyway, we should probably wrap
I
this up.
actually don't have anything to
It's-
link that to it. Yep.
It's long enough already. So you got any final comments just to summarize your thoughts on Halloween?
Have a spoopy Halloween. Lock your windows and doors before 12 o'clock because it is the witching hour. Don't want to let those goblins in. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, by the time they see this, it will probably already be past Halloween for most people. Or at the very end
Yeah.
of Halloween, if just like when it releases.
By
So,
then, it'll be
they
too
can't
late.
have a
Ooh.
spoopy Halloween next year. And have a
Yeah.
happy Soul Day, November 2nd. A new video from the
Yep.
Torivor, maybe, when Soul Day comes around. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. All Souls Day. Oh, All Souls Day. Quotation markations.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Haha. Maybe yeah, my final
Yep.
thoughts on Halloween is it's just such a great holiday. It's a time when Indiana is at its most bipolar. Because you
Yeah.
never know with Halloween. It could be 70 degrees and hot and bad for those like heavy outfits. But then it could be like 20
Mhm.
degrees and snow. So you never really
Yeah.
can't tell. Because this is Indiana at its worst. I've always been more of a spring kind of guy myself.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
always
good.
liked fall.
Yeah, good holiday. It brings around lots of good stuff, like allowing you to be a weirdo, and lots of good movies too. But
Definitely.
yeah,
It's good culture.
I think that's about it. So have a good day, everyone. Have a good November. No shave November. I may or may not be partaking in that. Probably
Yeah,
not.
that's coming up.
It is indeed
No,
coming up. At this point, we're just stalling.
I'm not participating in that.
I'm gonna let my my audience go. So, y'all have a good
All right, have a good night, everybody.
day, and I'm totally not gonna sneak a jump scare at the end of this. Heh 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 heh. Uh, whatever, it's fine. Just, bye everyone.